Greetings and salutations, optimists. What's going on? Today is Slurpee Day, 7/11, 2023, and market is moving kind of crazy today. A lot of volume out there, and on top of that, we're getting kind of a trend reversal. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Already took a couple trades today, and doing okay so far. About time, huh? All right, so we're getting some bounces here on VWAP. So we got a nice 5 ticker right here. And we're definitely getting a trend reversal to the upside. There was a lot of, the resistance has reduced a little bit, but a lot of resistance there at 44.52. You can see here the volume is kind of heavy right there at that spot, and then down here at this area there was a ton of orders chilling, and now you can see that there's a bunch of orders chilling at 44, 47.50. So we may get some rejections up here off the VWAP, possibly down to this 44, 48 area, maybe 44.750, etc. So, and we just got a 5200 cross here. I made some changes to my DOM. It looks kind of cool. You can see the indicators that are actually on the right now as well. Plus, there's a little profit tracker there. Okay, so it looks like we might get a bounce here up through the 44.52. 52 is going to be kind of a strong resistance zone. That's where all those orders are chilling. So we might be able to get a bounce through that 52 area. You can see we got a golden cross inbound for the 20-second chart as well. Taking a look at the one minute coming up. So it makes perfect sense why 44.52 has a lot of resistance. It's actually the 200 moving average as well. So it makes a lot of sense why there'd be a lot of orders chilling there at that spot. Looks pretty strong. I don't see any reason why this would pull back or come back like heavily. But stranger things have happened. You can see that this area up here where all these wicked candlesticks were, you can see there were over 13,000 contracts traded. On most candles, this one here was like 9,000. So pretty heavy volume out there. You can see the volume is beginning to decline some to a more reasonable level in the 4,000 range, 3,500 range, which is a lot easier to trade, in my opinion, than like 13,000. So I would love a pullback to about 44.50, maybe even a pullback to like 44, like 49 or something, maybe 49.50 area. And some consolidation along this volume weighted average price, I think would look really solid. There we go. There's the pullback that I just mentioned down to 50. I don't want to take a trade yet here just because it's so close in between these, this support and resistance. Like this support and resistance is very close together. Could just as easily pull like heavily to the downside. Also, you can see a lot of orders filling in at, that's still at 52. Next area up here would be at 55. So 52 and 55. You can see a ton of orders right there at 50. Now, I don't know if these are buys or sells, but it's on the bid. So I think 50 is going to act as support here. I'm not willing to take that based off of just that thought process alone. I want to see some other indication. So I'm going to watch this 20-second chart because this is going to let me know if we get this crossover. If this crossover fails, then, you know, I will likely see a pretty heavy move to the downside. But if this crossover succeeds, then we'll likely get a pretty good sized move to the upside. Right now, we're kind of in this period of indecision, though, so I'm not taking any trade at this moment. What up, Kevin? What up, Kevin? Always a pleasure. I hope you're kicking ass at trading today. So there we go. We can see some pullback slightly below the VWAP and pushing back up off that. There's that 49.50 area that I mentioned. Again, not willing to take a trade here for a couple of different reasons. Number one, the 5,200 have not lined up. Number two, you can actually see the 1226.9 all putting themselves into a bearish position. Number three, the TTM is switching to the red side, also bearish in its disposition as well. But this area could easily get filled with a lot of buy orders and push up. And there you have it. It's beginning to happen. I'm going to throw this resistance level in right here on the chart just so I can see it. I'm going to drop that a little bit down to 51.75. I think that we're going to get this crossover, but I have to wait for that confirmation. There's been too many times where I've taken it ahead of time and regretted it, to say the least. Currently, count is up 247.50, or I should say, on the day we're up 247.50. The account itself is down about 1,500. I think we're gonna get this push. Take a look at the 1 minute chart. It's in between the cooling and heightening of the TTM. I wish I had taken a trade off of the support level that I drew, because it was a really nice area of support. Very strong. Look at that dump. All right, so ES is up about $7 on the day. NQ was moving pretty crazy when I looked at it too. Switching to this 20-second chart here. I'm gonna watch this very closely. This particular crossover here. Strange that not all my EMAs are showing up. Where's my 200 SMA? Oh well. I never had this before, and it's just a thing that I might grow to like. I'm just trying it out. This could be the failure or the success of this rip here on this candle. It's about 4 seconds left to the close of this candle. And new candle now. There's the cross. So this is on this particular cross. There's a candle here now. Let's wait for one more. Looks like it's holding 44.50. Could be wrong. Let's check the volume here. So we got a lot of resistance there at 50.75. This could be driving down orders. There's not a lot of volume in this zone. So the next drop area is at 47.50, and you can see we're dropping down to about that 47.50 area. We dropped to 48.25. Some of those orders lightened up a little bit. The DOM looking very top heavy. If you look at this, very inverse. Lot on the sell side, less on the buy. There's a big rip. So that looked like a liquidity grab down there, down to that 48.50 zone, ripped up to 40. Rip back up to 50. Okay, I think we're getting this now. now-ish. I'm going to go ahead and join the bid here off of 50
Order
and
filled.
a quarter. Let's hope I don't regret this. I'm looking for a move up to 51.50. Tap my sell order. No fill. I'm going to take the profit.
Order filled.
I feel like it's going to go, but I don't want to hold through a pullback. I've done that way too many times recently. You can see a pullback all the way to my order entry. I'd be sitting at break even right now. Up 351 on the day. We're just chilling. We're just having fun today. This looks like a little pullback, and you can see there may even be a potential crossover right here. So now comes the test of the 200 moving average. TTM on the 1 minute side is uncool. A lot of resistance chilling at 52 again. You can see all these orders stacked up here. We would have to get through 51.50, which has some resistance, like a fair amount of it, but not the same as like as 52. 52 is heavy. Chart looks like it wants to break out. TTM looks like it wants to drop down. I think the chart is going to be more accurate in this regard. I think the TTM might be a little laggy in this respect. Let's see what's happening with the 20-second moving averages here. You see a TTM is building on the 22nd, as well as you got this hammer candle here. That would have been a nice trade from 50.50 up to 51. I think in this zone, I don't know. I've been taking 5 tick trades today instead of my usual 3. I think on a day with this much type of movement, I think I should be a little bit aggressive because you can see the candles are ranging much more than 5 often. So I think that there's the opportunity to be able to push a little bit today. I don't want to get overly aggressive with the push, but that 52 area is going to be a heavy zone. This may pull back to 50. Look at all these orders chilling here on 50. You can see how many there's a massive amount of orders chilling there. And there's a bunch of orders coming in at 51. I'm just chilling now. I think that we're going to see a big rip. But right now, I'm just chilling. On the 1 minute side, I have fear that this 200 moving average is going to be pretty tough. It's right there at 44.52 where all those orders are sitting. What up, ZZ? What up, Pon? The NQ has 15,200 right above for a big potential for rejection. It's rejecting the 200 EMA. Be careful to slow down drastically sometimes. Yeah, absolutely. And you actually saw this kind of at the beginning. I mean, like the candles were pulling in over 10,000. Candle level over 9,000. All my DBZ fans out there. There's that 44.52. Looks like we're beginning to break through it. Tapped through it. I wouldn't say break through it. It's just a tap up for now. This could just... Okay, so we are getting that breakout that I've been talking about here for the last, 10 minutes. Looks like it's finally beginning to happen. Breakout followed by immediately break down. Pulling down to 51.50. And you can see it kind of makes sense why it rejected there. If you look at this rip up, You can see there was all these orders chilling here at 53.50, and that pushed it down. Now there's not really a lot of volume here to stop this. This could push all the way back. You see orders beginning to fill in at 49.50. So this may actually push all the way back down to 49.50 area. Although I think that some orders, I think there is some potential for orders to begin filling in here off like 50 area, or maybe even this zone, and push this up. There is a lot of orders chilling there again at 52.50, and then at 53.50, and then 54, 54.75, and 55. A lot of resistance on the way up, man. And if you look at the bid ask, there's more sells going on than buys. It's almost back to 50-50, but yeah, it's looking kind of sketch at the moment. We look like we're still pushing up on the 20-second chart. The 1 minute chart really is where this is going to be at. You can see we just got a cyan switch there off that cooling area. Right now, it kind of feels like indecision. You got this ascending candle here, this like ascending flag. Looking like why did that only do one single line? I was trying to do a multi-line. Maybe a hit line. You see this sort of box here. So I'm going to slow down for a little bit until I get a little bit more confirmation on this. Counts up, or I'm up 351 today. The account is still down about 1,300 from yesterday's fiasco. I think it wants to fill the gap too. I think that there is a lot of resistance up there though. But I think that the gap fill is going to happen. I feel more like on the gap fill than not. This does look like an ascending wedge though, so this could just like... But I think overall it's looking more bullish than bearish. We'll zoom out a little bit. And I'm going to jump to some longer time frames as well. So when we jump to the 5 minute, this like kill candle here. When we jump to the 5 minute, you can see that we're still in the yellow zone here. So this actually gives us a lot of opportunity for more push to the... I think that we actually have the capability of testing the highs up there at 58. And that did break out and rip through. So is really beginning to shine. ETM on the 5 minute is only at negative 1.8, so we have a long way to go before switching to a cyan. And the cyan switch, I mean, that looks like this here. We had this like red zone, this pullback from about 55, pulled back down to like 40, and then started putting in some solid yellows. And that switch looked like this. There was the cyan switch, a little bit of pullback here and some cool down, but eventually just pulled in to make the high and then ripped down off the high. So that definitely did fill the gap. TTM called it. Absolutely should have been trading in this area, but you know. Look at all this resistance right here. There's still like a lot of there's still more buyers than sellers. If you look at the DOM here on Bookmap, I actually really like this about Bookmap is you can sort of look at this and see this huge amount of buyers on this side, and you can see it almost like outweighs the sellers. I haven't had one of these since crypto. Like Thinkorswim kind of has it on stocks, but it's just not the same. There's very little support down here at the bottom in terms of the actual order numbers. There's a lot of resistance up here at the top, man. So this is pulling back to about 53. This doesn't look bad. Maybe it bounced off the 9 EMA. Took a long off 53, but I just noticed the TTM going blue there. Chilling at my order. There we go. Got that. That was a 3 and 3. So we're up 450, 450 on the day. And we're about I don't know, we're at 7:45 here, so we're heading up to the top of the hour. This is a nice move. You see it forming a flag there. I'm really grateful that this pullback happened, because now we have some actual like consolidation and some actual opportunity. I think when it was just in this endless rip up here, to me, like that can be scary because this really looks like its own like ascending wedge. It could just easily just dumped. Running up to resistance at 55, which makes a lot of sense because 55 was that area up here. We're gonna have a lot of volume at 56, and then as well as 57.50. Man, I wish I went for a larger move here, because that was a 12 ticker. Just catching up with some of the comments. Finding some resistance up there at 55. And heavy pullback. Pulling back now to the 9. Woo! A lot of volatility. So here at the top of the hour, I actually wouldn't mind a pullback to about 52.50. I don't know if we're going to get that. It doesn't really look like that will happen, but I wouldn't mind it if we could, especially if we can get this 1 minute cross over here. But I think we're a little ways out from that. It's about $1.30 apart, and we have about almost 15 minutes left in the, well, like 10 minutes left in the hour. By the way, if y'all chilling, hanging out, make sure you like, subscribe, and ring the bell for noties. All that jazz. We're up about 454. 454.50. I like those numbers. I added my EMAs on the side here, or my indicators. And then there's also this sort of estimated profit margin here, which is pretty cool. It's kind of nice to look at. So far, we've taken 4 trades today. So I guess our average would be about $100 or so. 121.88. Almost every trade we took was I don't know what's up with this $75 one because I didn't take a 75. I think this is... Oh, I did. I took a 2 contract. That's what that was. That was the first trade of the day. Was this guy here. When I was unsure whether or not this double bottom would play out. Okay, we're finally getting some pullback. Pulling back to about 54. A lot of resistance up top, or I should say a lot of orders showing up there. Big range in the last few candles. Resistance at 55. So pulling back to the 200 moving average, we'll see if we get a bounce off that, off 52.50. That was the area that I was saying that I wanted to actually see this pullback to, mainly because I wanted to see the 5200 crossover begin to happen. So this bounced really well off of 52.50. Kind of wish I actually took that. Still continuing to get pullback though, and TTM dropping from 2.6 down to 2.0. 2.6 at its little peak here on this current mountain. All right, let's take a look at the 10-second chart for where we're at right now. So the 10-second chart could be helpful for, like, this particular short here could have been called out with this crossover section and that TTM drop. So 10-second can be helpful for this area. Right now, 9 is below 12. Not interested in going long yet. I think I will get more interested in going long if we see a 9, 12, 26 cross at this, really at about this area. It looks like it wants to. A little early. Don't want to take it yet. And I think I'm only going to go for 4. 4 feels right. Okay, 9 is getting above 12. We got a cyan right there. Join the bid. If I can get in here at 53.75. Again at 54.75. I got in a little early, but hopefully it works in our favor. My heart's kind of pounding a little bit. Ooh, as well as should have been. I'm gonna put an exit at 54. Right now, 3 tick drop. There's an 800 contract right there. My heart started pounding because it stalled out right there, and it shouldn't have. It should have just popped up. I'm gonna check this 1 minute chart. Let's see what it did here. If I'm lucky, I get out at 54 with profit. I'm on 20 second chart at 0.21. I went up to break even there for a second.
Order filled.
All right. Got out by the skin of my teeth. This could rip up, and if it does, great. But that was not a good trade in my opinion. And so having that be the case, I think that I need to take a step back. But this does look like this is going to pop up. But there's more resistance at 54 than I expected. You can actually see it's kind of heavy there. I was expecting the resistance to be at 55, which is why I had the order at 54.75 or so for the exit. Here's the pop, a little bit anyway. This looks healthier here, I should say. And I think that we'll actually get this pop up, but yeah, you can see the cup and handle off the end of that flag. TTM's not loading in. Come on. There we go. So I guess I could have held through it and the trade may have worked out. But like you can see, it's actually tapped my sell order. So I think the trade would have worked out if we held through it. But after the last 2 weeks where I've been getting my butt kicked all over the market, I'm not trying to take big risks like that. Just catching up the comments. It's in a narrow path up to fill gap. Yeah, slow and steady, exactly. Stop below the trend line. Yeah, it looks like I could have just held through it. Like I think I should have held through that trade there, because I mean it absolutely did play out. I could have pulled the full the full 4 ticks. This really looks like we're about to get a crossover on the 1 minute side. If we get that, I think that this 55 area will be left in the dust, and we'll be pushing towards the highs. High up there is at 58.75. So I think this little pullback zone here was a pretty good opportunity to get in. I honestly kind of feel like I wish I just bought one contract to just let it run, because I feel like there's going to be a potential opportunity for this to break the highs. This 55 zone, though, it's pretty tough. We got this 55.75 here that's like sort of a mini resistance. The mini resistance. You used to have this, well, I still have this friend. He actually became a trader, funny enough. But I didn't know him from trading. I knew him back in my internet marketing days. Dude's name was, well, his name's not important. I don't want to share his name on stream because I don't know if he'd want that. He's a very private person, but he was incredibly French. But he was Canadian, so he was from like Quebec. And it was really fun to talk to him because he didn't know like a lot of the English ways that we would say things, or like the American ways that we would say things. And so he'd be like, I'll do say al natural. And it was very, I just loved his zest for life. I don't know why it popped up in my head, but yeah, I don't know. I have no idea why that popped up into my head. I'm like looking for the reason. I'm like, I don't know. He was awesome. He was a cool guy. He became a Forex trader, funny enough, around the same time that I started trading stocks. We have this double top here. There is so here's the golden cross here. I don't think there's very much chance that we reject this. And I think that we're gonna have a heck of a time pushing through to break the highs here. Some consolidation on 55. Nine is above 12. All of it's above 26. 35 is above 50. I think that we do have a lot of opportunity for this. So here's this cup. We're forming the handle of the cup right now. I was about to actually just hit the join the bid. I was like, yeah, this seems like, the end of the cup. So now we get to the next area here. There's the golden cross. Join the bid here.
Order filled.
In at 56 and a quarter. I'm looking to get out at 57 for a 3 ticker. Mild pullback on this hammer. $6.75. I'm gonna try to get out at 70.
Order filled.
There's 57. I got out a little early, but also it was kind of floundering right there for a second. I think that this gap could fill. Up 549 on the day. Still, account is still down around almost $1,100. I took a fat loss yesterday, but hey, you know what? We're working back from it, and this is like one of the first winning days I've had in like 2 weeks. It could be, because the ES is doing well today. The Bulls feel like they're in control for once, but so there is the 5200 cross. Like I said, I might just put one contract on. Ow. Ow. Okay, so here's my dilemma. I'm tempted to put one contract on and just let it run for a break of the highs. I feel pretty confident that we have an opportunity for the break of the highs. However, the market has instilled in me a certain degree of pessimism, which is funny considering that this whole thing is optimistic futures. But having said that, we did have a situation like this earlier. Now, granted, this was significantly after this crossover here, but nonetheless, we still had somebody drop like hella contracts. I guess this was the open. Well, not really. This was like around 40, like 640. All right, I'm gonna buy one contract to look for 12 ticks for breaking the highs.
Order filled.
So I'm in one contract and I'm looking for not that. Ooh, that's a big pullback. I'm out.
Order filled.
Lost to 75. First loss of the day, actually. Up 471. So this is actually what I was worried about. That's why I ended up cutting this one so quickly. All right. You were totally correct. You totally called it. Should have just been here. It's easy. Just make all the call outs for me. I'll just follow. Well played, sir. And you were totally correct in it. Look at this. Pull back straight to the 200 moving average right there, 50-50, and ripped all the way up to 55. So all we had to do was just hold through that. But it is hitting that 55.75. It's my fault. So it was lost 75 plus fees. What does the fees come out to? So $3 in fees to 78. Well, I'm glad that I entered in small, so that the loss was small. Sort of looks like an upside down ABCD pattern here, which could mean bearish on the way. But I don't know. I don't think so. 5-minute chart looks good. I think it's just a pullback here for a while. I wish I could tell you. Wouldn't that just be nice, man? Like, it would just be like, it's gonna go to exactly to this, and then exactly that. But that would make it way too easy. Gonna I get adjusted here. Feeling kind of stiff. I might shut it down a little early today and just walk away with my profits of 471. I have a long way to go to get back, but also not that long, especially if I could do days like this where I'm earning around 500. Because granted, we lost 1,700 yesterday. You know, making 500 back only puts us down 1,200. So you can see it's almost exactly it's $1,200.70 what the account is down. But up 471 on the day. So hey, is it 471 exactly? Yeah, it is. Okay, so I gotta know. Yeah, that's what we lost yesterday. 1671. This bounced nicely off this 200 moving average area, but I feel like this run is kind of slowing down some. So we took 7 trades today. 6 winners, 1 loser, small loser, $75. Which just so happened to replace our previous trade of $75 win. So our longest trade of the day was 2.5 minutes, which was that one that was kind of like floundering there. It was only worth $37.50 because I didn't hold on long enough for the breakout. Three-minute has the ABCD pattern. Wow. All I had to do was hold through it. That's annoying. But man, you straight called that, dude, like perfectly. The pullback to the 200. I'm gonna remember this actually. In fact, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna look at some of the other ones that did the same type of move. Kind of missed this whole area, this whole move here. So we got a lot of orders chilling at 57.50 and a bunch at 60. 60 is a solid red up here. You can see there's quite a lot of contracts. There's 481 contracts chilling there at 60. And you can see the contract number is actually kind of increasing as well. 27, 20, like 2,600 up there. Bro, Same and same. And I think this is what's so cool about having a community is that you're gonna see patterns that I don't, and I'm gonna see patterns that you don't, and so on and so forth. And everybody in the group is gonna be able to see patterns that somebody else in the group might not see. And I think that that is like, yeah, market can't trick me. I love it. Um, I think that this is what's awesome about having the community is that you can see stuff I can't, and vice versa. And Pawn sees stuff that I can't, and I see stuff that he doesn't, and the same with Tiny and everybody else in the community. And I love that. Like I love that collectively we sort of share a lot of this knowledge and these ideas. Um, because like now, for example, like you mentioned that, I'm gonna start looking for that. Like that you pointed that out. I'm gonna start looking for that pattern. I'm gonna start looking and likely we'll find it. So um like that's what I love about this community and just about like communities in general. I'm getting a big pullback now to 53.75. So this is pulling back to the 50 moving average here. And then we're going to have another move to the downside for a little bit. We might consolidate here along this 50. Or possibly down in the 200. I think worst case scenario, this goes down to the volume weight average price and just sort of chills down there before it comes back. But I don't know. I wonder if the shorts are getting ready now. Here's a pullback to the 200. Little bounce off the 200. You can see the TTM just went red. And you can see 1 minute downward cross here on 9, 12, and 26. So we may actually go to the downside here for a little bit. Or this could just reverse off this 200 moving average. But I think it's more likely that we consolidate here in this area. I think I'm at decision fatigue. So I don't think I should trade anymore. So I'll just kind of assess the market. There's 5 minute ascending flag. With the TTM moving up to 5.1. There's 1 minute left in this 5 minute candle. So we straight up rejected off of this spot right here. This is off of 58. There's still a lot of orders chilling at 58. There's also a ton of orders chilling down here at 47, but I just think these have just been on all day. This looks like the total range of the day. Like, or at least what's available. $55 has a lot of resistance as well. Just got a bunch of those fills right there. It just showed up. TTM going from 5.1 to 5.3. So kind of cooling down a little bit. That last tone of that song always makes me think that the song is going to restart. Okay, so what I would be looking for right now is, since we do have this crossover, is on the 1 minute chart, I'd be looking for a red to yellow on the TTM, as well as potentially a crossover right here. So I may take another trade for like a 3 and 3. There's a yellow. We may get another pullback down to like 54. But a bounce off 54 would look really hot. About 30 seconds or so left in this candle. I'll show you the 10-second chart. So the 10-second 50 and 200 are kind of in like the exact same spot. So being as that's the case, this is still somewhat of a second like sketchy zone. 20-second getting a TTM though. Cyan switch and a 912 crossover on that bounce there off 54. This bounce here was a nice bounce. Resistance goes at 57 now. Kind of missed out on this move here, but that's all right. Let's feel more decision fatigue over here. Coming up on 8:30, so we might get a volume push. Nice, dude. Good job. The dump was probably a bear trap. Squeeze might be coming. It kind of looks like we're gonna head toward the upside. That's kind of my thought. Like right now, it kind of feels like we're in this consolidation period, a long 55. You can see there is a downward cross here on the 10-second chart, though. Sketchy business. I'm not taking any trades right here. It looks. I don't know what to do here, so right now I'm just gonna do nothing. Looks like it's dropping, so. So this would be the third time that this finds support, if it finds support right here. But now it's below the 200 moving average. Different story. Pull back to 51 might be potential. I mean, look at this, the amount of orders sitting here. Kind of lighten up a little bit, but still a lot of orders sitting at 51. There's a lot of orders sitting at 54.75 as well. A bunch of orders coming in now. You see that? Chilling on the there's a limit orders chilling there. A lot of limit orders right here. I'm still learning book maps, but no joke, dude. I do have to head out in a couple of minutes to go to the gym. So I switched my gym time to 8:30 to accommodate everybody in my family. So it's a bit more of an endeavor. It's kind of sucks getting to the gym at like 8:30 because it's like packed. Like there's like so many people there. I really like going at like 3 a.m. There's just nobody there. Nobody's getting up at 3. I would say this looks like an ABC pattern, but it looks like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. The red yellow failed on the 1 minute TTM. We're here at 8:30. We'll see what 8:30 brings. Right now, the range of the candles is very tight. That's gonna make scalping challenging. What is the NQ up to? NQ looking like it actually might get a crossover here in about half an hour. Maybe less. Oil has whoa. Last time I looked at oil was 74 bucks. Now it's 74.65. Yowzas. Damn, I should have just bought a contract. This is where I was looking at it. It was like right here. Yep, that was the time frame. They just ripped though shortly after the stream started. Yes, look like kind of lost a lot of its momentum. Starting to go sideways now on the ES. Oil was very nice today. I was about to come up and test the highs. NQ is moving fast today too. All right, easy. I'm gonna go ahead and call it there. Take my 471 bucks in profit today, and Kevin is still negative about $1,200. So I still got probably be fixing that the rest of the week, unfortunately. But that's all right. We can get back to break even. It won't be such a bad thing. So probably gonna end it there. I'll jump over to the Discord community, write my reflection results on the day. I didn't do that yesterday; I just didn't have the time. But we'll jump in the Discord community and do that now. So yeah, all right. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Good luck out there in the markets, and we'll see you tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel, 7:30 Pacific, 10:30 market time. We'll see you then. Oh, hey, actually, before I go, if y'all are looking to earn funding in the futures market, check out Elite Trader Funding or Apex. Elite Trader Funding, I really like these guys. And then also Apex as well is, in my opinion, one of the best ones out there. I think these two companies really are going to be fighting for the top spot. And I think as consumers, we'll be the ones who win as a result of that. So what I really like about Elite Trader Funding has a lot to do with their Discord community. Because I can just ask, like I was having an issue with my trade debate this morning. I could just ask a question in there, and then people, like, there's a whole community of people to respond. So, all right, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and jump off here. You guys have an amazing day. Peace out, y'all.